Do you know why for most artists, their first albums are their best albums? When actually, the more you do a thing, the better you should get. So Michael Jackson's second album was his most successful album, and he actually had about 10 albums. For Bruce Springsteen, his first 2 albums were his best albums. For Kenny Rogers, it was the same thing. For Lionel Richie, it was the same thing. For people like Tupac, B.I.G., Jay-Z, their first 2 albums were their best albums. Why? You see, the brain is like a bank account. The brain is like a bank account. And in every bank account, you either have a surplus or a deficit. If you have money in your account, of course, there's a surplus. If you overdraw your account, you probably have a deficit. For most people, they spend more time withdrawing from their accounts than depositing in it. Once again, your brain is like a bank account. You can either deposit or withdraw. If you make more deposits than withdrawals, you have a surplus. If you make more withdrawals than deposits, you have a deficit. So for example, when you go to work and you are servicing clients, you are using up mental energy, that's a withdrawal. If you are learning on the job, everything you are learning is a deposit. Everything you are learning is a deposit. But if you are doing more of servicing than learning, then there are more withdrawals than deposits. Let me give you an example. Do you know that sometimes what we eat withdraws from our brain than deposits in it? So when we eat a lot of processed food, the brain requires more energy to process it. Let me give you an example. When you take fruits take about 3 hours to digest. Veggies, 6 hours. When you take a lot of processed foods, it takes maybe 12, 16 hours to digest. Your brain spends more energy digesting food when it can do more productive things compared to when you eat like healthy foods, like fresh foods, like fruits and veggies, and 3 to 6 hours your body has digested it. The remaining 18 hours of the day, your brain can do more productive things. But what about even the company that you keep? Some people keep company with people that drain them. So you are making more of mental withdrawals than mental deposits. Have you ever gone to people, spent time with people, and when you spend time with them, you learn so much? You couldn't even talk. It was just so many aha moments, and you were just learning and soaking in and soaking in. Then those people give you what I call a cognitive deposit. But there are people that drain you emotionally, mentally. You are the teacher in every session. You are the one saying, no, this is the better way to go. You are the one teaching in every session. That's a mental what? Withdrawal. All things being equal. Notice I said all things being equal. If your life is made up of more withdrawals than deposits in all categories, in all ways, in all spheres, put together, all things being equal now, put together, you'll find out that there is more of a mental deficit than a mental surplus. Now that explains why as certain people grow older, they become demented. They become less smart, they become less frugal, they become less creative. And that explains why as some people grow older, they become even more creative. And I'll give you an example. Joe Biden is America's current president as I record this video. And as he has aged, you can see that he has become more cognitively deficient. But guess what? Warren Buffett is in his 90s. He's a nonagenarian. And guess what? Warren Buffett is getting smarter by the day. He's still reading. At 90, he's still very cognitively astute. But Joe Biden at 80 is cognitively deficient. It's a function of what? Were you making more of cognitive deposits or cognitive withdrawals? I want to say to you, are you constantly evaluating your life to make sure that you are making more of cognitive deposits rather than cognitive withdrawals? Because if you are making more deposits, you'll find out that you are getting smarter and more creative by the day. Let me go back to the story of artists. When an artist is yet to gain popularity or yet to get a major record deal or to blow into fame, shoot into stardom, he's spending a lot of time working on his talents, writing songs, rewriting songs, searching for new songs and the hottest trends in the industry. That hunger is there and they are learning and they are learning. They are making a lot of cognitive deposits. But guess what? When they break into stardom, today they are touring. When you are touring, what are you doing? You are giving out a withdrawal. You are giving out withdrawal. They are touring today. They are having a merchandise deal tomorrow, endorsement deal. They are giving out. The next day, they are somewhere else doing a reality show. They are doing an interview on one show or the other. They are just doing a lot more withdrawals. And after a while, you see that there's a creative decline. The artist that used to write his own songs is now going to people to write songs for him. The artist that used to be so creative with ideas and music videos and everything is going through a decline. Why? Because he's engaging more in cognitive withdrawals than cognitive deposits. I hope this works for you. I hope you make more of cognitive deposits in your life than withdrawals. Do have an amazing day. Bye for now. Hi there. So did you find this video insightful? And will you want to be coached, counseled, mentored, taught by me? Or do you want to be part of my Immersion Life Academy or my Immersion Bible Academy, where I train people on every concept of the Bible in detail, in Hebrew and in Greek? Or do you want me to train your organization? You can call the numbers below and we will serve you. Kemi sends her love as always. Do have an amazing day and bye for now.